Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
You should enjoy life, and simultaneously you should be successful. And I'm joking because this was all about shoulding all over yourself. But really, honestly, what you should do is make sure that you live your life so intentionally and catch yourself when these things creep up. And we're back
with another episode of He Said, She Said.
All right, so we're sitting up here at the lake house, and this is definitely a dream come true. We walked by this place the last 2 years. You know, we'd come up to Mom's and spend time at her lake house up here in Wisconsin, and we'd walk past this place as it was being built the last 2 years and say, oh, whoever is building that is like the perfect place. I would love a place like that one day. And then after 2 years of walking by it every day when we'd be up here, all of a sudden a for sale sign went in the yard. And here we are. Tell me the world doesn't conspire in your favor, right? But now that we're up here, we realize that we are so bad at shoulding all over ourselves. I said should. You don't have to beep that out. At shoulding all over ourselves. You've heard this term before, right? Like, oh, I should be working.
We don't
beep out
swears on this.
I should be making money. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. And I've got such guilt when I just sit here, like right now with my coffee and my feet up, taking an extra long morning.
Yeah. Chris and I wanted to come on to let you know that it's not just you if you're feeling that way. I have so many moments where I'm noticing I am the robber of my peace. I am the person who is sabotaging my own peace. And how can we become more aware and what can we do about it when it happens? So for me, I've just noticed so many moments where I'm doing things that are productive. I'm organizing the house. I'm making sure that I'm getting work done. But for some reason, there's this next level of, oh my God, if I'm enjoying myself, there must be something wrong. And that is so crazy because I feel like I work so hard on this, yet it's still there. And I really do believe that if we can learn how to manage our brains and really be in the moment of enjoying the things that we want to enjoy and not let the other things in, that is the recharging moments. And that's what we have to remember, is that when you enjoy yourself, that's when you get your ideas back. That's when you get your creativity back. That's when you collapse time. Enjoyment is a sign that you'll be able to collapse time when you go to do the tasks that you need to get done for quote unquote work.
That's such a great point. I know I've talked about this before on the show, but in case you haven't heard me reference this, I had a boss way back when I worked at HSBC, and I had such a love-hate relationship with him because he was a great leader. But because he was such a great leader, he would give us a lot of tough things, right? And I would always say to him, I say, why do you give us such unrealistic deadlines? Like, this is crazy. This is impossible. And he'd look at me and he'd say, Chris, if I gave you a box this big, and picture my arms stretched out, or a box this big, and I'll picture my hands pretty close together, he said, you would get the same amount of work done in the container that I give you. That's why I give you short deadlines. And he was right. It's what you just said. There's plenty of time to do what needs to be done, but it's our programming. The same programming that allowed us to just buy this place when we saw the for sale sign go in. The same programming that creates the consistency that put us in that position. The same programming that makes us obsess over what's next, what's bigger, what's next, what's bigger. It's that same programming that if you are not the programmer of your programming, will sabotage you and rob you of the very goal, the very thing that you were aiming for. And so it's been kind of neat to be conscious of this, to see it, to catch it. And I've been asking myself, it's a funny little juvenile question, but whenever it pops up, I've just been saying, for what? But why? It's like, oh, I should be working right now. But why? Oh, God, I should be making more money right now. For what? Just ask yourself those two questions. For what? But why? And if there's a legitimate answer, get to work. If there's not, kick back, grab that cup of coffee again, and spend some time living life. We just read a book called 4,000 Weeks, right? And the idea is if you live till you're about 80 years old, you have 4,000 weeks in this world. That's it. And Lori and I can't speak for your age, babe, but I'm 44. So that means I'm probably down to a couple thousand weeks. Let that sink in. I've got about 2,000 weeks left, if I'm lucky, to really enjoy life. I don't want to piss away a moment of that, doing anything more than I need to do to maintain the goals and the life that I desire.
I was thinking the other day about where a lot of my pain comes from, a lot of pain in general. And it's always from an expectation that is unmet. And when I say expectation, we make up expectations all day, every day with ourselves. I should weigh this amount. I should eat this today. I should go and do that because I saw it online and that girl is doing that. I should start this extra online program. I should create a product. I should, all of these things that all of a sudden we grab from the ether and decide out of the blue, we should add them to our never-ending to-do list. And then when they don't get done because we're already busy, and making a better life is usually taking away things, not adding more things, that all of a sudden we have 100 new expectations that we woke up and added in our brain that don't get met that day.
Yeah. So listen, as our friend Ed Milet would say, max out. So max out your goals, max out your potential, but damn it, max out life too. And I know Ed has actually talked about this with us recently on the show, is he doesn't want to waste a minute with his family. He's so intentional. He doesn't want to waste a minute with his downtime. He's so intentional. And that's really was the premise of us buying this, is we wanted to max out our enjoyment of life. And come hell or high water, I'm going to protect the boundaries to make that happen.
You know, something that I'm going to start doing when I hear it in my head, because we use words when we're talking to ourselves, obviously. It's like, oh, I should do that. I'm literally going to say, I should not do that today. I should not do that. I should take things away in order to have more space or focus more on the things that I love. And we were listening in 4,000 Weeks, and he said this amazing exercise. He literally says to write down 20 things that are most important to you that you want to do in your life. And he said, cross off the last 15, never do them, and only focus on the first 5. That was so profound to me.
He said the first 5 became your first 5 because they were the most important things to you. And the other 15 were just very alluring distractions.
Yes, alluring. Isn't that the truth? They're just alluring distractions.
Yep.
If you just focus on the first 5, you'll probably have a pretty great life. It's the other 15 that make us feel like, oh God, I haven't taken that trip to Europe yet. I haven't learned how to do watercolor paintings yet. Like all of these extra little things that would be amazing, but they're the things that cause us pain because really the first 5 things are the most important to you.
Yeah. So guys, you should enjoy life and simultaneously you should be successful. And I'm joking because this was all about shoulding all over yourself. But really, honestly, what you should do is make sure that you live your life so intentionally and catch yourself when these things creep up. That's what we want to share with you. Love and appreciate listening as always.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business? Then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to Kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also has influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business. Go start building with a free trial at Kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back, and I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group. Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule texts to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true, deep sense of community. And it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com.
Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.